Hello, BookTube. I have a little mail haul for you this morning that I'm going to do. I'm going to take time out of my busy schedule of obsessing about this book, 99 Variations on a Proof by Philip Ording. I'm going to momentarily stop obsessing about trying to understand this book long enough to do a small mail haul. We have 3 packages. And they steadily increase in Steve Spidey sense. The first one is tiny, the second one is big, and the third one's a box. So let's see what we have here. I very much doubt this will be all the mail that we get today. It'll probably be another shipment. But let's see what this first one is. I have my trusty assistant by my side. Okay. This is... what is this? A novel? It's called Signet, and it is by someone who is claiming that their name is Season Butler. A blue cover. It has a blurb by China Mieville. Season Butler makes her literary debut with an ambitious work of bold imagination. Compassionate and ferocious, intelligent and provocative, it is a meditation on death and life, aging and youth, memory and forgetting. 17-year-old Kid doesn't know where her parents are. They left her when her grandmother Lolly, promising to return soon. But now, months later, Lolly is dead and Kid is alone, stranded off an island off the coast of New Hampshire. Unable to reach her parents, Kid works for a neighbor, digitally retouching family photos and movies to earn enough money to survive. But Kid's temporary home is no ordinary vacation retreat. Swan Island is populated by an idiosyncratic group of elderly separatists who left behind the youth-obsessed mainland to create their own alternative community. Though Kid, whose name is Kid and who is now living with a group of old people who separated from the mainland because the mainland was obsessed with youth, and the main character's name is Kid. Just to clarify that. Though Kid tries to keep to herself, remain patient, her presence unnerves the Swans, turning some downright hostile. They want her gone. She is a reminder of all they've left behind and determined to forget. All swans look alike, don't they? Swan Island faces a second, more urgent threat, however. It's eroding into the rising sea, threatening the very existence of all who live there. To find a way forward, Kid must come to terms with the immediate realities of her life and with an unknown and precarious future. Okay. All right. I wonder if Season Butler's author biography will tell us her real name. Season Butler is a writer and artist born in Washington, D.C. Season also works as a dramaturge and a lecturer in performance studies and creative writing. No, so it doesn't tell us her real name. All right, well, okay, so it's a kid on an island of old people. I mean, it's Kid on an island of old people. And all the old people act the same and all are aggressive in their uniformity, and the island is called Swan Island. Despite what the pub sheet says, that does not strike me as breathtaking the original, but I love debuts, so I will pry back open my mind and give it a fair shot when the time comes. And I say when that is? It's June. It's June, so it's a long way off. Let me get this next one. It's an envelope, but it's thick and heavy. Could be a finished copy of something very good. Let's see what we have here. Bean, do you want to... There you go. Oh, no, it's 2 books. Oh, great. Okay. This first one's something we saw already. This is The First Wave by Alex Kershaw. This is his book about the men who stormed the beaches at Normandy. He interviewed all of them that are still alive, got to know them well, didn't just fly in with a tape recorder. He got to know them, got to sift through their experiences, and of course read everything on the subject. So this is coming up at an anniversary. On I think it's 75th anniversary of D-Day. Yeah, the 75th anniversary of D-Day. Good Lord, 75 years ago. And this looks like it's going to be one of the marquee World War II titles of the year. But this other one, I don't know if we've seen this. World War III has commenced on the floor. This is by Philip Payson O'Brien, and it's called The Second Most Powerful Man in the World. It's about Admiral Leahy. Let's see. Do we have a pub sheet? Yes, we do. I can't remember if we saw this on this channel before or not. But this is going to be another, it's going to be a biography, but a World War II themed biography. After the attack on Pearl Harbor, President Roosevelt needed a single person at his side whom he could trust implicitly. With multiple advisors to choose from, he summoned Admiral William Leahy to the White House and made him the first presidential chief of staff, although it was a position far more powerful than the one today. Soon, Leahy was the highest-ranked officer in American history to that point, with enormous influence over how Anglo-American alliance fought the war on two fronts. Yet readers today understand the magnitude of his power, and few readers today understand the magnitude of his power or his contribution to the defeat of Germany and the Nazis. And this biography delves into the life of Admiral Leahy, exploring his rise up the naval chain of command, his unprecedented role in wartime Washington, and his enormous impact on both FDR's presidency and World War II. He advised President Roosevelt daily on matters of grand strategy and was his top enforcer on military and domestic matters, including politics. At the same time, Leahy served as the very first chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And if I remember correctly, this man has never had a full-length biography. I'm not sure. The pub sheet just goes on and on, so I'm not really sure of that. I seem to remember I read one other book about him, but I thought it was a military study of World War II. I don't think, if this is a full-length biography, I don't know if it is or not, but it sounds like it is. And if it is, I think it might be the first one he's ever had. Certainly the first one in modern time. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm all for it. I love biography and I love World War II. This is a perfect marriage of the two. I quibble, of course, with the first line of the pub sheet. The first line of the pub sheet has the usual historian blind's eye. After the attack on Pearl Harbor, President Franklin Roosevelt needed a single person at his side whom he can trust implicitly. He had such a person. Her name will be familiar to people who know Roosevelt's biography. They won't. She's unknown to the rest of the world, but she kept him even. And she kept him grounded, and she kept him informed. And she wasn't an admiral. She was just a secretary. And like all the other secretaries in Washington in World War II and for 200 years before that, she kept everything running. These women kept everything running. They kept everything running during the day when they were making pennies on the dollar to the men who had the same kinds of jobs. And then at night, they hosted the parties, the teas, the cotillions, the game evenings, the dinners that kept everything working socially, so that they did their best to make sure that the powerful men who were at the time ruling the country and the world didn't viscerally hate each other, which they keenly recognized would make things worse, not better. But I'm sure that the pub sheet means someone that the president could trust implicitly in an official capacity. And that's what this is going to be. So did we say when this comes out? This is May. Okay, so that's great. So that big envelope was 2 books, both on World War II. One on D-Day and one on Admiral Leahy. And then the last thing is a box. And it's got a wonderful sign of pleasures to come stamped right on the box. It's got Harlequin stamped right on the box. So let's see. Oh, Bean, you don't want a box. Little thing like you couldn't handle a box. Huh? It's some romance. Bean doesn't care about the romance. She cares about the box. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, we've seen both of these already. This is a mistake. Oh, that is bitter. That is bitter. We've seen all of these already. This is B.J. Daniels' Stroke of Luck, The Sterlings of Montana. Remember this one? This is about a man and woman who fall in love as a blizzard is descending on their ranch. And then Low Country Hero, a safe haven novel, this lovely cover. we've already seen these. These are two contemporary romances from Harlequin. It just must be a crossing of the wires, that's all. I don't remember... I don't have anything in the way of pub sheets. I don't remember when these are coming out. These might be due real soon. Might be time to start writing these up. No, okay. I don't have any dates on them. But this is just a double. That's all. Oh, what a mistake. But there could be more mail today. So what do we have here? We have. It's still a pretty Steve-esque mail haul. We have two books on World War II. One on off-covered ground, the D-Day landings, and the other on not off-covered ground. A biography of Admiral Leahy is an important contribution. Then Signet by someone named Season Butler, a literary debut, and then two contemporary romance novels, Stroke of Luck and Low Country Hero. And, of course, Along for the Ride, Now and Forever, 99 proofs, variations on a proof. 99 variations on a proof. A math book about 99 different ways to resolve an algebraic equation. Be ordinarily first in line of the kind of book that you would think I wouldn't like at all, and yet it's fascinating. I cannot stop rereading it. Anyway, so that's our first mail of the day. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more. You probably haven't seen the last of this space. But I'll wrap up for now. I'll see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.